Hello traders everywhere, Adam Hewison here, co-founder of MarketClub with your 1 p.m. market update for Wednesday, the 6th of July. The stars of the show today have to be the metals markets. The gold has rallied over $50 from the low we witnessed last week. It's up over 1% today. Silver is even better with a rally of 1.82% today. It seems like the global anxiety factor is creeping back into the markets and people are getting more and more distrustful of what's going on in the world. Okay, the question is, can the Democrats and the Republicans stop bickering long enough to come up with an agreement on the debt ceiling? Eventually, I'm sure there will be some sort of compromise that will probably make both the liberals and the conservatives mad. It's really time to stop all this bickering and start making some hard and difficult choices. I'm not sure the current set of politicians we have the chutzpah to do this. Okay, so the bank stocks were a little hit today, part of the rally in gold. Hit the gold bank stocks. It's clear these stocks are not out of the woods yet. So let's go to the charts now and let's see how we protect your money and grow your money. The first chart we're looking at is going to be the S&P 500. And as you know, we've been looking at this market and talking about it. And this is what I think is going to happen. We're seeing this. This is a 6-month chart of the S&P. So we've seen this sort of move down here, move up here, move down, and move up here. I think we're going to roll over just like this, and this potentially could be a really big head and shoulders top. And remember, this is not the high in the market. This is a rally back, so it's just gone further. If it doesn't go any higher, we've been talking about this 1340, 1345 level is resistance where this market's had problems before. You only have to draw a line right across here to see where the market's had problems. So I think we're very much at the top end of the range. With the top end of the Donchian channel, I think we'll see this market have a little bit more pressure coming into it. Probably several more days, choppy, maybe even some new highs coming up, but I think the market's going to run out of steam. We're also, and let me just show you this very quickly. So let me clear this off and take this down. We're also very overbought, like right here, like we were right here and right here. So I think the time is possibly right. We'll see this market turn over. But again, our trade triangles, let me just put them on really quickly. They're plus 100, meaning the trend is up. So we may see maybe 2 or 3 more weeks of sideways action and then maybe a move down or a move up in the case may be. Let's see how that works out. But let's go to the next market. We use a handy dandy little toggles here to go to the next market, and that is silver. Silver actually went up 1.8% today. It is not out of the woods yet. It's still in this, we've talked about this broad trading range it's in, and you can see just on the chart exactly what I'm saying. It's just this kind of like, whoa, this trading range. It just sort of gets to the bottom and goes up, gets to the top and comes down. So it needs to do something. I think it will do something. I think this is going to eventually be a big energy field, which will actually drive prices much higher later in Q3 and Q4. So let's clear it off the screen, go to our next chart, and it's easy to do that. Take the telecaster off and go to our next chart, and that's going to be gold. Gold, even though with today's rally, we've had an impressive rally from the levels we talked about. That's actually, we said we've rallied $50. That's exactly what happened. If you look at the low where we expected support, we talked about this last week, the support coming in right around this 1480 level, that's exactly where it stopped. The market's had a big move up. We're not out of the woods yet. Certainly this area right here, this 1450 area, is going to represent tremendous resistance in my mind to this market. So I think we've got more backing and filling here to do, but eventually I think this energy field is going to be strong enough to push this market much higher. So that's what we're looking for. Again, our signals are mixed. The monthly is positive. The weekly is negative. So the intermediate term traders are out of this market. Longer term are still in, and short term should really just be out at this moment. So let's see how this plays out. Let me take everything off the screen, go to our next chart. And our next chart is going to be crude oil, which we've been very bullish on. As you know, it's been worked out very well. Basis are Donchian channels, and here we are. This is where we said to be a buyer right here. This is the, let me put this on the, this is where we said to be a buyer at the levels around It was 90.07. This is for a trading turn. Obviously, we had several chances to buy it. The market's at 96.65 currently. We traded as high almost to 98, didn't quite get there. But again, we are in a situation where we're in a trading range, 55, longer term down, weekly down, which is the intermediate term. The short term daily is up, so that's why we have this 55 reading. Now, if we take everything off the screen and go down once again to our Williams %R indicator, and you can see that's now in overbought territory. So we may be looking at a situation where we're going to have sort of more of a 2-3 days, maybe more, just sort of backing and filling here and maybe some down there. But I think eventually we'll maybe test this $100 range. That's what we're looking at, the $100 barrel, which I think will be, at least for the moment, a stop in this market. So let's see how that plays out and go to our next market. So let's take everything off the screen and go to our next market and see how that's going to play out. So next market we're looking at is the dollar index. We talked about this, and look at this. It's 65 minus 65, a large trading range. We've gotten down to the low levels before right here. We talked about this. We've seen a little bounce coming up. I think we're still stuck in a broad trading range, and the trading range, I define it as really right here, this line here around 76, and around this line here around 74, 73.50. We seem to be stuck in that. We need to move out of it. The longer term trend is down. That's the monthly trade triangles. The weekly trade triangles are also down. Only the daily, the very short term, are on the upside. So let's see how this plays out. But generally speaking, this market is looking to me, it's going to move around and then eventually it'll break out to the downside. That's my current thoughts, and I see nothing to change that in today's market. So let's take everything off the screen. This is probably getting to an area where we want to be looking to sell this index should we get into an overbought situation. So let's give that some time. Let's take everything off the screen, go to our next chart. And that's going to be the CRB index, which we talked about before. And let me scope. This is, you can see it's already overbought. Again, this market has come back quite a bit. This is kind of like a little trap. If I go back down, let me see if I can show you this. Yeah, you've got the divergence we talked about here. We also had the bullish engulfing line on the weekly chart. And if we go to the weekly chart, I can show you that. So let me go show you that real quickly. So easy to go to weekly charts with MarketClub. And there you go. So there's the bullish engulfing line. The market's higher for the week. If we close up here, this will confirm a low, and the chances are we'll see this market go higher. So it's a pretty good indicator in terms of being an indicator for a move, a reversal in trend. But the other thing I thought was very interesting on this is the fact that you're really pretty oversold on the weekly, which is pretty unusual. If we scope this out even further, let's just go, we'll do a max, and you'll see you don't get that many places where it's oversold. You go back here, you're looking at October of 2008, so this is quite some time ago. Then you had a period right here, and it looks like April, May of 2010. So this is getting to a period now where it's probably low, and we're probably going to see a bounce from the current levels. Generally speaking, we still think inflation is going to hit, and these markets are going to go much, much higher. But certainly if you get closer in, and we will, let's just do the last 2 years, you can see you're at the lower end of the Donchian trade channel here. The market has been oversold, and I think we'll see a move back up from these levels. So, hey, this is Adam Hewis, and don't forget our show tonight, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We have a 45-minute show. We'll be talking about all these markets and much more, going into these markets in more detail, which I think you'll enjoy. And also we'll be taking your questions and tweets and so forth. So please feel free to join us. It's free, and we'll be doing everything we can to help you become a better trader. Hey, thanks for stopping by, and watch us tonight. Adam Hewison for MarketClub. I'll see you at 5.